Okay there. Welcome aboard the Cessna 152. This is Jplogistics version, so it's got some nice stuff on it. Just some more realistic things. So we'll go ahead and start by getting her ready to crank up here. We've got the fuel valve is open, and let's go ahead and prime it. You know, this thing is kind of temperamental. It doesn't like to start all the time, so I just got to prime it really good. Good 7 or 8 pulls on the primer lever. And then we'll turn on our alternators, batteries. Sounds like the radio's on. And let's go ahead and crack her open about a quarter. Make sure our mixture's good down here. How's our co-pilot doing? She's not really paying attention. She is looking forward, so. All right, here we go. Can I get a clear prop? I'll open the door, make sure people can hear me. Clear prop. There we go. Yeah, she's temperamental. There we go. All right. We're underway here. Taxiing over to 2-2. See what's going on. Come over here a little bit to the just to the whole short line so we can do our run up. So I'll be off to the side a little bit. And we'll come to a stop right about here. All right, so we're going to run our RPMs up to about 1800 RPM. Close to 1800 RPM, and then we will turn one of the mags off. Let's get the yoke out of the way, and we're going to look for a left mag. We'll look for an RPM drop, and back down here we'll check the right magneto and look for a drop in RPM. Yeah, and then back to both. And roll on out, and just roll right out to 2-2 and let her go. Takeoff speed's going to be about 65 knots. A little bit of a crosswind, a 6-knot crosswind. It's about a 60-degree crosswind. So we have to give her a little bit of left rudder. 65 knots, and rotate. And we'll trim for takeoff. Or I'm trim for climb. These videos are challenging. I don't know what to say. I just say what I'm doing while I'm doing it. And we're going to head to Placerville. And we'll go ahead and we're clear of the airfield, so we can go ahead and begin our right turn. Just keep the nose up in our turn. The flight instructor really got nervous when I didn't have the nose up in a turn. I guess the nose wasn't, was beginning to dip a little bit during the bank, and yeah, he didn't like that. He had to remind me a couple of times to keep the nose up, keep back pressure on the yoke, keep the nose up. And we do have a little bit of weather. We're flying VFR, and we're kind of trying our best to kind of stay below the cloud line. And that is the rules. If you are flying VFR, you really don't want to be in the clouds. I mean, we do have some clouds, but we're not, up in the thick of it. So, and our altitude is 1,250 feet. We'll just proceed on to Kpvf, and like I said, keep it at least at 1,500 feet. And if we run into weather, then we may have to turn back. We're going to go ahead and we're encountering some rain, so we're going to keep an eye out on our instruments here. Make sure our wings are level. I'll trim a little bit for a climb. We'll go ahead and choose runway 23 and announce a full stop landing. Coming out of those clouds, it's kind of nice.
Kilo Papa Victor Foxtrot, traffic over 24416 miles southwest, 2,600 feet inbound.
Now, since the airport is 2,585 feet, we want to climb for at least 1,000 feet above that. That's probably most likely the pattern altitude for Placerville. I haven't looked that up on the chart yet. I can look it up and get the altitude for the airport. And the approach pattern will be most likely on the left traffic, so I'll look that up real quick. So I looked up the traffic pattern for Placerville. Runway 23 is left traffic. So we are making our way over here to the left-hand side of the airfield. Clouds are kind of nice. Got a little bit of sunshine once in a while. It's kind of nice. We're at least 1,000 feet above the airfield and approaching a left traffic pattern. Now we can get into the traffic pattern. Heading 05 is downwind, and we'll ask or tell them where we're at here. We are on the downwind leg.
Kilo Papa Victor Foxtrot, traffic over 244 is on downwind runway 23.
We can trim our nose down and start bringing back the RPMs, probably about 2,100 or so. And begin our descent. Not too steep a descent, about 500 feet per minute, so I'll trim for that. I mean, it's marginal VFR, but I mean, we can see. And if it was any thicker than this, then I wouldn't fly. Or if I had to fly, it would be IFR, if I was rated. All right. Got a little hole in the clouds here, so. And the airfield is off to our left. And we are abeam the numbers. And we are about 600 feet above the airfield, so let's give ourselves a little more wiggle room here. Heading 005. Okay, and we'll be ready to make our base turn pretty quick here. We're down to 85 knots, so we can put in 2 notches of flaps. And as I put in the flaps, You can see the airplane kind of balloons a little bit. And then let's tell them we're on our base leg.
Kilo Papa Victor Foxtrot, traffic Dover 244 is on base runway 23.
And we'll just begin a gradual base turn. Nothing crazy. About 35 angle, bank angle. There's some houses down there. That's nice. Oh, someone's got a vineyard. To about run, heading 32. Two, 3 was our, yeah, there we go. Heading 3-2 is the crosswind. And then let's tell them we're, oh, we're not quite on final yet. And there's the airfield. And we'll go ahead and turn on the short final. We are down to 75 knots. 2 notches of flaps. Let's go ahead and trim for landing. Look at RPM about 1900. And the VASIs are telling me I'm a little high. White over white. Gonna give me a fright. We want red over white. And you'll be all right. I think it's interesting that they've got a tree right there. Red over white is the VASIs. So now we'll trim for that. Right over the top of that tree. And then as soon as we clear the numbers, we can bring the engine to idle. Low, long. Stay in the ground effect. Low, long. Low, long. Little left rudder. Ooh, little bounce. Still bouncing. All right. Well, we're touched down semi-successfully.